Morning. It's Dave with TR4A.com. It's Sunday morning. It's about 10:30, and I've been having this weird noise in the back end of the car. Here, let me show you. If I bounce it, you can hear it once this car goes by. Hear that? I think, of course, you think the worst. The universals are going out, at least I do anyway. Something's wrong. I've only been driving it for like 2 years. But I think the problem are the shock mounts for the bushings. So I got these polyurethane guys I'm going to replace the rubber ones with, and I think that's going to make it go away. So anyway, I'm going to take it apart, and we'll see what we find. Okay, so I got the wheel off on the driver's or the passenger side. Sorry for the shaking around. This one doesn't look too bad. I think the other side's the one that's really toast. Here's the polyurethane one. So we'll see how it goes. One thing I wanted to mention, see, I got the back of the car on jack stands, but I also have a floor jack underneath the swing arm, and I've jacked it up to take the load off of the shock absorber link, so I can unbolt this thing. Because really, this is what limits the downward travel of the swing arm, and which is a problem I have with the tube shock convergence, because there's nothing really there to limit the downward travel. And I know for a fact that if you let this go, you won't be able to turn the universal joints. They'll lock up. So just something to think about, you guys. Okay, here's the bottom rubber bushing. You can see that it's deformed around here. Here's the polyamide one. So I think that's going to be, in the long run, it's going to be a better choice. I should have got those to start with, but I think they might have just come with the new shock absorber link when I bought the links. So anyway, another thing for you guys to think about. You might want to consider just starting off with a polyurethane one, so you don't have to go through this crap that I'm doing right now. Okay, and the winner is my shock's loose. It's hanging on by one freaking bolt. Awesome. I found the problem with the noise. This screw on the left here is what was holding, well, actually one of these was holding the passenger side shock on the car. So it was banging around pretty good, but look, I just put a damn flat washer on there instead of a lock washer. I don't know what I was thinking. So anyway, I got 4 new grade 8 bolts with split washers, and hopefully that'll take care of the problem. I got enough to do for both sides. So here's the shock absorber. Seems pretty stiff when I try working it, so I think it's okay. And I don't know if you can see in there, that's where it's got to go. Anyway, stay tuned. Well, I think you got to have all the shock bolts is the problem. So here we are after I put all the bolts in. Just from the bushings, and it handled way better, obviously. And quieter, much quieter. So I think a lot of my rattles and squeaks were because the shock was loose. So anyway, I got home just in time. I don't know if you can see the clouds. It's looking pretty dark. Anyway, another adventure in Triumph ownership.